Behind every decision of every kind, whether it's to give you an account, for your customer to say, I love you and I will follow you and buy your products from now until doomsday, for the board of directors to say yes, for the finance people to give you the money, is an unspoken, visceral, emotional motivation. People buy with their heart, not their head. And I somehow understood this viscerally as a young kid coming up in the business. Now, I struggled coming up. And I struggled because I was not out of central casting. In order to be a leader in the ad business in 1981, so I'm dating myself. This is really fun, especially with the young kids in the business. They're like, oh, did Moses start when he started? You know? They just can't conceive when I say things like 65 or 72, whatever. And you had to eat bowls of 10-penny nails for breakfast. You had to talk like this, God damn it. And you had to know all the baseball and football scores, of which I knew nothing. So I used to have the antidote, which was to study the New York Times sports page on Sunday. But the thing about me, we all have what I call your core. We'll talk a little bit about that today, and that is, it's your thumbprint, it's you, it's your gift. And I did not get the gift of being very, very organized. So actually, I was a pretty crappy account guy by any standards. You know, they'd say, well, do you have your call report? Well, I can't really remember much of anything 10 minutes after it happened. So as a result, you know, but they used to say, boy, can that kid sell the work? And that was my thing. Now, how did I sell the work? It was having, I guess, what I call emotional antenna, you know, where you could walk into a room and go, I know what's going on here, you know? So I would talk a little bit today about my beliefs and how to pitch what it is you seek. But there's a number of other applications. Is what I discovered 30 years later is also, as Teresa, you and I were speaking, it's also what underpins leadership, of how you get 5,000 people at low to say, yeah, well, we're in, we'll stay. I remember a woman coming to the first meeting and saying, actually, I came to this meeting to resign. But somehow you've touched my soul of what I believe about this place, so I'm staying. Or my years with Rudy Giuliani after he lost the first election, and how on earth did we get elected? All come down to the same fundamental principles. Yeah? I might include a very quick thing on profiling, which is, if ever I lost a pitch, and they called me the $1 billion man and all kinds of things, I did a lot of things bad, but things I did good was I know how to run a pitch and win much of the time. And it was usually because if I lost because of the hidden agenda, or I missed the true emotional motivation, and I missed the profiling choice. In other words, I love you, ich liebe dich. I was talking the wrong language to the wrong set of people. In other words, they make decisions on completely different ways. So I might have been speaking in high inspirational terms about an idea to a group of process people who really don't care about the idea. And like a dummy, if I had talked about how I got there, they probably would have said yes. So Mom never knew how to explain to her friends what I do. And we always had a neighbor, Mrs. Lauper. I like everybody, but I can't say that I loved Mrs. Lauper. And she of course would brag about her son, the doctor. And I know it pissed Mom off, you know. And she knew that I was in this high-flying career, but she could never really come back to Mrs. Lauper until Priceless. And now she tells everybody on the planet that I wrote it. Now, I didn't write it, but I did lead the team, and I did lead the pitch for it. And at the beginning, the client said to us the following, and I'm so pleased, financial services was one of those. She said, well, you know, we're a low-interest category. Crap! I don't believe it for a second. What more interest is there than in the process of achieving the things in life you wish, and there's only one way to get it. And that was really the underpinning of how Priceless was born, because they wanted us to talk about the future of money. That was the brief, which we rejected at our peril. We said, it'll be in the brief, but it's not the brief.